What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today I created all the continents in the world and made them have a battle royale in a year. So make sure to like and subscribe and let's begin. So in a year they'll all start fighting their weakest neighbor until there's one left. Now it's kind of obvious there'll be like three main continents that have a chance to win this, aka EU because they have so many factories, 531, Asia with 546, and then Africa with 224. Even America and South America probably won't be able to hold, but we all know the true winner is obviously going to be Oceania. Now, they don't start with divisions at the beginning, so they'll have a year to train them. So that basically equals it out. See, they're all training it now, so one person won't have 100 divisions when it begins, and one will only have one. So it's May and the first divisions are starting to pop out, and we're about to be in the halfway mark when the battle royale begins. So Europe's also gone fascist as well. Alright, so Europe has their first divisions, Asia does, Africa does, Oceania does, South America and North America. So they are sort of ready to fight. Speaking of that, do any of the nations have any navies at all? No. So no naval invading is kind of possible. And here we go. It's begun. North America's war of South America, African empires at war of Asia, Asia's on a two-war front against Europe and Africa. So that is not good for Asia in the very beginning. While America and South America are going to be duking it out for domination here. Alright, so let's see if they can push against the Darien Gap here, which is a very important part. And the first battle has begun here, and not looking good for the North Americans, failing to push in the Darien Gap. So that is kind of bad, but they are able to hold on. And as well that there's also some island fighting around here, which near Trinidad and Tobago, which could be a landing point from here around Venezuela. So that's also bad. And also now North America's gone past the Darien Gap, and now they are spreading out, but they've been encircled here. That is really bad. Alright, now just to check in here in Europe, and Europe's doing really well, pushing around Turkey, doing a flanking movement, while Europe is just slowly moving here against Asia. Africa's also doing well around the Suez, and that looks like a little push from Djibouti to Yemen, which is also bad, they're trying to take out Arabia. As well as that, Oceania is just vibing with some communists, they're the ones that are truly going to win. So it's just a quick push to murder Asia, which is really bad, with Europe's insane military already on 78 divisions. But can Asia hold on with only, let me have a look here, only, let's see, 69 nice divisions. But they are nice divisions, which is also good. Africa has 43, but they don't have a good industry, which is also pretty bad. Alright, now having another check in here. Yep, the South Americans have pushed back around Panama, and even pushed in a bit. But now here's the battle, and they've taken the push around the Darien Gap here. So that's good for the Americans. And the island hopping, Wynyard Islands. So South America is pushing around there as well. Alright, that is bad. And now they've taken Medellin, which is a good supply point. Just need to hold on, they don't get encircled. Alright, now they're encircled, so they're all going to die soon. Unless they get a port, which is going to be very hard. Alright, so very bad looking for Asia, because the Europeans and Africans have done a really bad encirclement damage to Asia around here in Turkey. And also, if Europe closes the pocket around here and gets to Azaz or near Kuwait and Basra, they could encircle all of basically the Arabian Peninsula. It would be very hard, but they have that little linking point with Abu Dhabi around there, so that could be the saving grace for Asia. But besides that, not looking good. Yep, also, it's kind of red for the Europeans around here, and Africans, but here, it's basically all greens for Europe, just slowly pushing around the Siberian wilderness, which is very good for Europe. as well. And also in North America, I think they have secured their point in around Colombia, taking Bogota and some ports around here. Now if they take Quito, that will be even better. And maybe around Caracas, which it looks like they are also making a nice juicy encirclement right here, if there's any divisions there anyway, which there isn't. And also the first navy is here, and that means there could be naval invasions being done now. So now apparently Oceania, after vibing, is at war with the world, which is, pretty nice, going to war with everybody, Alright, so the quick check-ins are North America has, basically the northern part of South America has easily been secured. But actually a nice juicy encirclement here around the islands. They've taken Cusco, or what is it called? I forget the name, Quico. And they're also probably going to try and take Lima. And taking Caracas was also really nice. And the first naval invasion looks like has begun by the North Americans against this spot in Georgetown, British Guyana or normal Guyana, which is successful, taking a port there, which is nice for supply trains and hubs. And now here, the encirclement, like I talked about, is actually happening, but they're all probably going to evacuate around here, which is bad. But there was at least a nice encirclement around Bahrain and Qatar, yeah. And they've also pushed against Iran, and they actually could link up here pretty soon, which is also really good for the Europeans as well. Okay, so now Africa has declared war on Europe, and so that is really bad for Europe, it looks like. Oh no, it's bad for Africa, because Europe's just going to come in and whip them to death, which means, yeah, Africa's probably going to get murdered as well. And there's also fighting around Gibraltar, which is also weird as well. And yeah, Asia is slowly being chopped up by Europeans as well, with Asia slowly losing factories from all the conquered land they're losing. But they are doing some counter-offensives, which is good. And now, America is kind of wrecking South America into shreds, which is bad for the South Americans. I guess they're about to all be murdered. So this tile will move, and then we'll go back, like right here. And then suddenly a red bubble will appear, and I'll rage because the front isn't moving. But here is the heaven of all of this, where no basically borders move anymore, because everyone doesn't know what supply is. And they were so close to taking that, but all of them men starved to death. Ha, I love pain. Anyway, yeah, pain is going on here. Africa pushed, Europe pushed back, stalemate, done. All reds, have you heard of something called supply? I want to have a look at the supply map if I can find it. Okay, that is horrendous. I ain't that smart, but I think red's bad. And I see a lot of red, and my voice just had a mental breakdown. And, yep, all that supply. Yeah, no wonder it's all painful. I wonder why. And let's have a look in the other side of the world. How's America's supply doing? Oh my scheisse. That is horrible. No wonder they ain't moving. This is just the supply. What is this? Help! Oh my god, can you please help me? I'm going to check in another year, and if the borders are still like this, I'm going to rage insanely hard. Because what is going on here? Basically, nothing is moving at all. What is this? Because there's no goddamn supply. Alright, so it's basically been half a year, and this is what's happened. My brain has 2 brain cells left. I am not joking. So, in 5 seconds, I can show you what really happened and who truly won. And don't mind any dodgy, Annex Soul stuff. Shh. Don't mind me. I'm just doing something. I'm just peacefully doing some stuff. I have this magical power that will let me decide who's really gonna win. Totally not like annex soul or conquer all states. I wonder why my computer's randomly having a mental breakdown. I wonder. Why is that dog giving me that weird look? Alright, now here's who would truly have won. Oceania, because they were just vibing playing with some kangaroos. Alright, so make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video, and peace.